So what I'm going to do is kind of start from the beginning just on the comp plan. That's all we're covering here. But I want to go over the mechanics of it. Remember, everything I cover is based on the mechanics of the pay plan, meaning this is what happens in a perfect world, and we know it never happens in a perfect world or a regular world that way. But again, it gives you the idea of the mechanics, in other words, what the possibilities of what things could happen for you in your business. So that said, let's go ahead and take a look at it. First of all, when you come in, obviously you've got a sponsor, and when you go out there to build your business, your first 3 sales go to your sponsor. We consider those training sales, and the rest of them all go directly to you, and they pay you directly the $98. Because remember, when you buy the system, you're buying the resale rights, all the products, and you can be selling it here through our system as a package. Once you buy it, you can sell it any way you want to, in individual pieces, whatever. So using our example, you're selling the program as it is displayed on our system. Now, so the bottom line is, you're going to come in here, your sponsor's going to get the first 3. They get the first 3 people. They pay him $98 a piece. They're now on his front line, and you've got 10 people left in our example. In this example here, you've signed up a total of 13 people. Now, I said earlier that this system encourages your sponsor to help you. See, what happens in a lot of cases, and I want to reiterate that our system really minimizes the need for sponsors in 3 ways and stuff, because the way our compensation plan movies are here, and our webinar that you just saw really covers the program in such detail, most people don't have a lot of questions. But the bottom line is, if you understand this from the standpoint that, hey, you sign up, and your sponsor is basically going to say, hey, let's go through your training sales, let's get those done, and your sponsor or your sponsor's sponsor, whoever's going to help you, is going to go through there, and you're going to not get money on the first 3 sales, but they're training you. Okay, so if you look at it 2 ways, one is, let's assume you didn't have our system, or you had our system, but you still wanted to work heavily with your sponsor. Well, they would basically say, hey, let's work together. I'm going to go ahead and work with you, help get your first 3 sales in, find out who do you know, and all different types of ways you can market the system, leads, etc., using network marketing, genealogy lists, BizOp lists, basically directing them to our capture page on this system you're using now. Very simple ways. But the bottom line is, it says, hey, I'm going to come up, sign you up here. We're going to go ahead and work with you on your first 3 sales. By the time we do these first 3 sales, you're going to know how to do this business. So basically, you consider them your training sales. Your sponsor is going to get paid because they're working with you to help you in those first 3 sales. Once they're done, you're good to go, and you can sign up all the people you want, make $98 a piece on every single one of them, and every one starts a whole new chain of 3 who refer 3 who refer 3. So a lot of people, when they look at this, they say, when I sign up in other businesses, I don't really feel like I get the help from my sponsor I want. This program solves that, because they're all over you. Every person they bring in, they see as, hey, here's someone, I need to help them get their 3, because I make all the money and get all the people on the first 3. And if they help you do that, if we've motivated them to do that, to get paid well doing that, guess what? You're going to know what's going on by the time the sales ready to be made, right? You're going to know exactly what they did, what they said, how they did it, everything. So that's a real advantage here in the program. Now, let's take a look at this. For example, you went through, and every one of the people you signed up are now going to have to owe you 3 sales before they can leave. So you're the sponsor. Again, 3 sales times $98 is $294. So in this example, again, if you had 13 total sales, 3 went to your sponsor, you had 10 left, and these 10 went and got their 3. All right, that's what would happen. You have 30 new people total, because you have 10 people who get 3 each. There's 30 new people. 30 times 98 is $2,940. Not bad, considering you spent about $98 plus miscellaneous, about $147, as we say later on in the webinar above. Less than $150, and you're in the program, and you've got a fantastic program. Plus, look at the kind of money you can throw off in this program. And again, in an ideal, perfect world situation. Now, you go out there, and those 30 are going to go get their 3 sales each, which is 90 sales. Again, 90 times 98 is $8,820. That's a lot of money, right? So basically, I'm going to show you how this all breaks down and really show you how this perpetuates. Again, this is the beauty of 3. Let's take a look at it. Here is the organization. I've already kind of written out the levels. Now, here's what I'm talking about. You got 10 reps. In those 10 reps, you're going to make $98 on each one, right? So when you very first got going, you get your first 3 done, then you got another 10. Just in our example, and again, getting 10 in this business is no big deal. It's so inexpensive. It's such a great idea. Our capture page, our webinars, everything we have makes this such a no-brainer. But you go out there, and let's say you got 13 total, 10s on your team, right? Those 10, they're going to pay you $98 a piece. Boom, you make $980. Now those 10 are going to get their 3. Again, perfect world situation. But again, we're going to show you the mechanics of the pay plan. Those now are 30 reps, right? Those 30 reps are now going to pay you $98 a piece, because your 10 got their 3. That's not bad, right? $2,940. Now you have 30 people who are now direct to you who need to get their 3. They'll get 90 reps. Again, those 90 times $98 is $8,820. Those 90 reps will get 3. That's 270 reps. Now you're looking at 270 times 98 for a potential $26,460. Now remember, this is not just graduating. This is this plus this plus this plus this. So you look at this. This is well over $30,000. You figure this is about $35,000 round numbers, and fantastic stuff, right? So look at that, the kind of money that's here. Now again, are you going to make this happen exactly like this? Almost no one will do it perfectly like this, because you're going to have people who don't get their 3, but they get 1, they get 2, they get none. But you'll get a lot of people who will get their 3, right? So you look at this and say, well, how can I increase this? Well, number one, this isn't bad money considering you spent less than $150 in a program, got great training, daily training 4 days a week, webinars, the access to software, the email program, everything. Pretty good deal, right? But look at this. Here's the potential. Now, every person you add on then adds another leg, another potential for 3 who get 3 who get 3. This goes on to infinity. So you get your 270, for example, again in a perfect world, 270 times 3, then all those people are going to have to pay you $98. I mean, do you see how this goes? So what you're doing when you build a business like this, you can really put yourself in a position to potentially make amazing income because of the leverage of 3, right? If this was a 2-buy, you would not make nearly as much money, because what happens is these 10 would get 2, and those balance of those, which would be 20 people, would get 2. That, you see how that goes? They'd have 40 people, then they'd have 80. You look at these numbers, we're killing it. So the bottom line is the 3-buy is where the magic is in this program. You basically are on a sign up, and your sponsor works with you, trains you in the first 3 sales. They get to keep the people and the money, but then you get all the money on everything. A picture, I thought about this, and I don't have really the slide set up for this, but if you put here and put 3 people, and then those 3 people got 3 people, you really, when you build a team, again, just using the example of 10, you can get as many as you want wide. I'm working toward 100 wide, for example. But if you had a person, they get 3, and then they get 3, and then they get 3. You make all the money on all the sales of a 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 down to infinity. Now think about that. So that's really all I want to do here, is kind of spend a little bit more time to kind of show you the big picture of what basically a 3-up program can do. There's programs out there that where you stagger your pass up. Some of them have 1 or 2. Some of them you basically pass up people forever. There's all these different functions. What I see in this program as the advantage is knowing that when you come in, your time where you need the most training, the most help, how do I do this, train me, you've got a sponsor that's in a position, financially beneficial, to say, all right, who do you know, or let's get on the phone and use the invitation script to get people to your website, which, by the way, we're adding to our back office in mycapturepage.com, is a script that's going to teach you how to use a quality capture page. Because really, when you've got a great looking capture page that doesn't tell them what the program is, and you can mask the website, and it really entices them to want to opt in, then really all you've got to do is get good at inviting people to that page. And we'll have a script back there for using for inviting people. It's basically an invitation script. Just take a look at your website to BizOp lists, so you can get BizOp lists of business opportunity seekers, and also using it with network marketing genealogy lists of people who've already been in the industry, and you call them and say, hey, are you, I understand you used to be with XYZ company. Are you still in the industry? Great, I've got a great program that's basically $98, 100% commission, and it pays instantly. I'd like to send you to my website. Take a quick look at it. In 13 minutes, you'll know what you want. I mean, something super simple, and invite people to your website. And I know that if people do that, it works. I've done it for years. Been in the industry 24 years. So, bottom line is, between what I just told you here and what you see here on the slide in front of you, you can see that the money in this program can be very, very good, and really set yourself off to earn a potential income like you've never earned before, all because of the way this thing is structured. So simple, yet so ingenious. So that said, thanks a lot for watching this additional compensation video, and we hope to see you on the team soon. Take care.